Hello, Mr. Smith, Superintendent Chicago Division.
Hi, yes, this is Falling. I had talked to you earlier via email, and you said that I could give you a call to speak with you today. I just had some questions about the current oil crisis and how it's affecting the railroad industry. Do you have time to talk to me right now?
Yeah, I got a few minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, in the last 8 weeks, I know that you've been aware that we've seen gas prices rise almost $2 a gallon, but the diesel prices had held relatively steady at about $3.19 a gallon. How is the current oil shock affecting your business? Are you running more or less trains, and why is that?
Well, the railroad industry is one of the largest consumers of diesel fuel. Union Pacific Rail, for one, is the largest consumer in the United States, even above the United States Navy in diesel fuel consumption. Um, it is currently in our terminals, the commuter railroads are scrambling to add extra trains to handle all the increased commuter traffic they're having, and it's causing us some congestion in our city terminals, trying to get the extra commuter trains online and still running our freight trains. Um, Overall, we've seen a slight increase in rail traffic. Carloads are up, mostly in intermodal. They are down in automobile traffic and auto parts going to the um, factories make cars because car sales are down, which makes up a large part of our um, customers base, but intermodal at the same time is up, so we're seeing a slight increase of freight traffic
When
currently.
when you say the word intermodal, what exactly is that for some of our readers who aren't familiar with the railroad industry?
That's anything trailers on flat cars, containers on flat cars, um, the trains you see that contain either shipping containers, the trailers, or trailers with the chassis still on them.
Okay. How is shipping via railroad trains more efficient than using other modes of transportation, such as trucking?
Well, the same principle that's been around for 200 years, the steel wheel and steel rail, is the most efficient way to move freight across land. That has not changed at all. It is still uh, much more efficient. There's less friction between a steel reel and a steel rail. On a rail car, the area of the wheel that's actually touching a rail at one time is just about the size of a dime compared to, the footprint of 18 wheels on a typical 18-wheeler.
So you're saying
Um,
trains, because of the friction, and then trains have better gas mileage. Are they able to carry more because they have more power and it takes one engine? I mean, are they more fuel efficient than diesel trucks because of that reason?
uh, um, our engines are much more powerful, but they are able to carry a much more greater amount of freight than a truck would. They The less friction means we can haul more with the same amount of fuel that truck would. One rail car typically holds, about 3 truckloads in one car versus, every semi on the road. So the one train, 100-car train, takes as many as 300 trucks off the road, and
Wow.
with much less fuel needed.
Mhm. I know you mentioned a little bit earlier, but what about the closing the automotive plants in Chicago and Detroit? How much of your business comes from the automotive industry, and how has that affected you? Have you had to have any layoffs or anything like that because of that?
Our number one customer is Ford Motor Company, um, so it is significant. Um, our automobile business is down significantly, and our auto parts that go to the plants to make the automobiles is down significantly. So you're talking a major portion of our customer base is declining.
but yet you're still seeing an increase in profits, or is it kind of equaling out? Because are you saying while your automotive is going down, you're seeing more intermodal going up because people shipping are wanting to use the train instead of trucks? Am I correct?
Yeah, our other customer bases and our other commodities are up. Coal trains are up. General merchandise freight is up. Intermodal is up. So even though the automobiles are down, everything else is up, and we are running more trains now than we had been prior to the crisis, and continue to look at more. We are still going forward with our capacity increase, our capacity increase programs, double tracking many key corridors and adding longer sidings so we can move more freight.
How much
The railroad industry still looks very positive, if not better, now than we were before.
Wow, so actually you're one of the businesses that's actually been helped by this fuel crisis.